What's happening, everybody? Ghost Gamer here. For those of you who have not come across the memo, I am actually going through and replaying a lot of old games. So here we are today, a review of Dirt 3. Now, for some of you guys out there that expect this to be kind of like a rally simulator, it's really not. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like the game, because, well, I played the crap out of it. I beat the thing, 100%ed the entire thing. I have fun with it. I enjoy it. I actually really nerdily like the sheer fact that they put the Gymkhana in. Because that was something that I typically did with, Dirt 1 and Dirt 2. But that's besides the point. If you're looking for a arcadey rally game, then yes, you will probably like this. If you're looking for more of a rally simulator, I don't care if you're one of those people that think, oh, well, you could just tweak, turn off all the driver settings and change the difficulty level, and it still doesn't give you that feel, that niche that, a technical rally simulator would give you, or a driving simulator for that matter. But either way, we cut it here. I do think the game was a little too easy, even though I jacked the difficulty up. It went, well, actually, let me correct myself a little bit. I couldn't jack it up all. For me, it seemed like the difficulty level was easy, and I kept jacking it up, and it was still kind of easy, and then out of frickin' nowhere, it seemed like it just got instantaneously hard to the point to where I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't play on that level of difficulty because there was no way in hell I was going to even remotely contemplate winning. Now, granted, I understand that issue in of itself was my horrible driving abilities. That is no argument whatsoever from me. I'm just saying it seemed like it went from one extremity to another, even though I continued jacking up the levels of difficulty. But other than the difficulty level, I mean, you have the graphics, which were improved a little bit over Dirt 2. However, they could have pushed it just a wee bit more and lost a lot of that artistic lens flare bullshit that I really don't like. I understand where, if you're looking at the sun, but that artistic bit is kind of annoying, and I'm not a big fan. Another thing that I actually think they could have improved upon, even though it wasn't absolute disaster or wasn't horrible or anything like that, I just think they should have probably improved upon it a little bit more, was some of the physics. I mean, some things were spot on, some things seemed off, and some things were just really off. It didn't happen a lot where it was really off, where it just pissed me off, but it did constantly go back and forth where it was just a little off and a little off and a little off and kind of off, and awesome at the same time. It just kept going back and forth. It didn't seem like it was really polished to that extent of expectations, if you will. I also feel that, the developer kind of rushed this a little bit. And it's not something that I can necessarily completely put my finger on, but it kind of has that same feel of Dirt 2 and Dirt 1, but at the same time it lost a little bit of its luster, if you will, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's just kind of missing something, the kind of the heart and soul, even though it is an arcade game, it is an arcade racer, and I do not doubt that in any way, shape, or form. It's missing something. Personally, to follow that up with, I would really have liked if they actually got rid of the whole rally stages and actually went with complete like an endurance rally, something that, not where you up the laps, because driving around in a circle 900 times just reminds me of NASCAR, and it gets extremely old and boring really quick. But I'm talking like, not to the extent of like Baja, but an actual rally, not just the stages in a rally. That would actually made me a little bit happier in lieu of everything. Part of me also kind of wants to, I don't know. See, this is where it gets tricky, and this is where I don't want to eat the rubber on the bottom of my shoes, so to say. It kind of, I really enjoyed Dirt 1. Dirt 2 started that downslope, and it's one of those things that the audience, the game players, the gamers, whatever you want to call us, it seems like it kind of took a nosedive into a different style of gamer, and not a big fan. The emphasis that was kind of put on Ken Block, even though I like him as a Gymkhana driver, not so much as a rally driver, because, well, you know, completely different topic, but I do enjoy some of his stuff, but I think there was too much of an emphasis and too much of this whole passing of the torch, so to say, between 1, 2, and 3, and it's just progressively gotten kind of too arcadey, too out of touch with itself, if that makes any sense. Okay, now that I've rattled and blabbered and, you know, just said a bunch of shit as far as what I felt for the game, I have to say this. We're getting down to the rating, and for Dirt 3 on a 1 to 10 scale, I would probably have to rate it about a 5.5, somewhere in that ballpark. And keep in mind that I actually like the game, but I don't see it as being fair to actually rate it higher just because I enjoy playing the game, because it's not exactly what it is supposed to be. It's not really what the true core is meant to be. You know, it needs help as far as the whole simulation, you know, backing goes. Get away from this arcadey stuff. Go back to your roots. Actually make, you know, a rally, make an endurance thing. Don't do this stage crap. And by all means, please don't treat us like fucking idiots. The 3 wankers that are in the beginning of this game that walk you through every single different thing, it fucking drives me nuts. That is the biggest thing that I have a complete and utter distaste for. Do not treat us like we're fucking retards. I'm sorry, that's not politically correct term, and I apologize to anybody who has a learning issue or a disability, but quit treating us like fucking morons. We're not stupid. We don't need our hand held through the entire thing. I'm pretty sure that somebody could deduce the difference between a Gymkhana event and a rally event and a rallycross event versus a head-to-head. Don't hold my hand. Don't make me listen to some wank just blabber on and on and on and on instead of letting me play a game. God. Anyhow, that's my look on Dirt 3. That's my opinion. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, if you feel like telling me I'm full of complete shit and you're going to voice your own opinion, hey, feel free to, down below, fill out a comment, or drop a comment, leave a comment, whatever you want to call it. If you found this informative at all, even though it's an older game, by all means, hit the thumbs up button, and please subscribe to the channel. It'll let you know every time I kick out a new video, whether or not it's complete ramblings or if it's actually worth your time. I guess we'll see. But for now, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.